Hey everybody, in this video we're going to be covering cross wrist grab number 3. This is a control versus an escape. So 1 and 2 are both escapes. We're going to be doing a control today to be able to deal with the person and hopefully put them on the ground or at least get them to decide this was a bad idea. Alright, so Christy's going to be helping me today. She comes up and she grabs me with a cross wrist grab. Again, I know this is a cross wrist grab because I've got the knuckles here. Okay, I can see her knuckles and we're grabbing across the center line of our body. Now this can happen if she's maybe facing that way and I'm facing this way and she came up beside me and starts to take me, away that way. But it's still a cross wrist grab because it's the opposite hand, okay? So from here, I want to try to control her and maybe calm her down a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by trapping over the fingers. Now this is really important. I'm gonna show it in a close-up here in a little bit. But you don't wanna trap on the back of the hand. You wanna trap around the fingers to keep them trapped to your hand. Once you've done that, you're gonna read the book. All right, here's the book. You're going to read that book. As you read the book, you're going to step back with the opposite foot and extend that arm. If you don't extend the arm, this is not going to work well. From here, you're going to rotate out like you're doing an outside block, but with an open hand. You're going to step back in and collapse toward her face. Very similar to our quick release that we did before, but this time I'm trying to control her, so I'm going to keep this here. I'm rotating my hand around and I'm going to hook it over her forearm. From here, I'm still trapping here on the wrist, and I'm holding kind of a loose grip because this is a pretty painful lock if you do it quickly. I'm going to rotate this down as I pull the arm down. So the motion is here. If you think about a motorcycle, okay, revving a motorcycle here, that's what you're doing. You're pushing down as your whole arm assembly comes down. So she grabs me, I read the book and step back. I turn and step back in. I'm hooking over all 5 fingers on the same side, collapsing the wrist here, and then rotating down until she taps. And there it is, okay? Let me show you that from the other side. So this time she grabs me. I'm gonna show you a cool little trick here. Remember that the body is not great at dealing with opposing motion. So what I'm gonna do here is instead of just going straight this way, I'm actually going to push her hand this way as I collapse over those fingers and trap them so that her automatic reaction is to pull that way, which does exactly what I want. I still turn, extend her out, rotate in, keeping these fingers trapped nice and tight, hooking here and collapsing in toward her body. Then I rotate down until she taps. A couple of big mistakes that happen here is that when you do this, you try to come way up high and you lose the grip, okay? Or you don't extend the arm and then you can't turn. If you don't extend the arm, they're gonna hold this position here. You're not gonna be able to rotate up no matter how big and tough you are, okay? So you have to make sure that you stay low and extend the arm and then collapse back toward them so that you can complete the lock. The closer you have this to them and the further down on their body you have it, the better the lock. All right, Miss Christy, let's move up toward the camera a little bit so they can see that a little bit closer. And let's do this hand again. Okay, so she grabs me here. Again, this is a cross wrist grab. The gap here is on the back side of my wrist. I could do some cool little thing and just come out of that, but I need to control this person, so I'm not going to do that. I'm stepping back, I'm reading the book and trapping the fingers. When I say trap the fingers, you need to trap over the finger knuckles. I usually think about taking the base of my palm and putting it right across their nail bed, okay? That keeps her fingers from straightening out. If I trap here and she straightens her fingers, then all she has to do is pull, and now I'm left looking like a weird butterfly, okay? So instead, what I want to do is I want to trap over the fingers so that she can't straighten them and pull out. I need to maintain control of her hand. I'm stepping back, rotating over. My grabbed hand should be facing straight up toward the ceiling. My opposite hand should be at 90 degrees, okay? From here, I step back in, collapsing the elbow, turning the hand in. The wrist is bent, her thumb is down toward the floor, and I'm collapsing down and in. If you think about a crashing wave going in toward your opponent's body, that's what you want. All right, guys, there is your cross wrist grab number 3. Thank you for watching. Train hard.